Yo, what is up guys? Sam Pack here and back with another video, and today we're going to be looking at the Singularity Switches. So these switches were designed by Dotnick, and if you guys don't know who Dotnick is, he designed GMK Lavender and is currently running GMK Chaos Theory, which these switches were inspired by. Dotnick was super kind to send these prototypes to me for an in-depth review, but with that said, let's get started. So these are linear switches that are made out of a full nylon housing that has a full aluminum plating around it. And this is one of the first fully aluminum plated switches on the market right now, and they're manufactured by Texi. And someone actually reached out and asked whether or not these switches would short a keyboard because of the aluminum plating, but these switches have an electroplate coating that makes it impossible to short a keyboard. And that's why these switches are more expensive compared to other switches out there. And they come in at around 85 cents per switch, which is 20 to 30 cents higher than most average switches. So these switches come with a palm stem with a 3.9 millimeter travel, and these are long pole stems. If you guys don't know what that means, it means that the bottom part of the stem is long so that it would hit the bottom housing of the switch, creating a harsher bottom out. And not a lot of people like this, but for some people they really like the feel, and for me, I love me some long boy stems, of course. And lastly, this switch features a 68 gram gold spring that are 15 millimeters long. So for the stem wobble, Texi switches tend to be pretty tight and have very minimal stem wobbles, so films are unnecessary for the switch, and honestly, they're not recommended. And in my opinion, these actually feel and sound great stock, and I'm honestly pleasantly surprised how good they sound without lube, and here's a little sound test of that. When lubing these switches, I would use 205 G0 and lube how you would a traditional linear switch, but don't lube the stem pole. Also, I recommend donut dipping the bottom spring, and the reason for this is that both bottom housing and the spring are made out of metal, and by donut dipping it, it should reduce the amount of ping. And here's a sound test of these switches lubed. These switches feel like a less bottom out Zaku switch and a little bit harsher bottom out than an NK Cream. And these are really smooth, and I love the sound of these switches, and I feel like these sound the best in aluminum or an FR4 plate build in my opinion. Overall, great feeling and sounding switches, but definitely a steep price tag. The full aluminum plating doesn't do that much in terms of sound or the feel, but if you are a person who cares how their switches look and want to make a themed keyboard. You should definitely pick these up because these will not be remade in the future. Hope you guys like this one. Let me know down in the comments if you guys would pick these up, and thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.